What's up, vinyl community? Cliff, the vinyl cheapskate here. Today I'm doing a twofer video. Today I'm doing my drawing for my Show Me Your Inner Cheapskate contest, and I'm also gonna do, in honor of the drawing, after we find out who the winner is, I'm gonna do a cheap heat video for punk and hardcore records. So a lot of cheap punk and hardcore records that you can still find for cheap. I've got about 10, I think, 10 or 11. I don't remember how many. I pulled a bunch from my collection. Think about starting this as a series. I did a cheap heat video when I first started. It was like my second or third video, and I'll post a link to that down below. But yeah, got 21 entries in the contest. So here's my list, so everybody knows that they've been included. Don't worry, there is a second page here, and I'm gonna cut these out, and then we're gonna put them in the trusty skull for pulling, and we'll see who wins. Alright, I'll be right back. I'm gonna cut these out and I'll be right back. Alright folks, I think we're all set. Let's get the other half of the skull here. Get it all. Whoop, he lost an eyeball. Latch this up. Backwards. We're gonna latch this skull up, and we'll see who won. Now I'm just pulling it. I'm not gonna do the whole pull every single piece of paper out, but let's shake it up. Shake up the skull, the winner's skull. Lost an eyeball. Let's see who won. So first one I pull, that's gonna be the one that gets it. All right. Here we go. Everybody's in there. Let's fiddle the fingers a little. See what this one is. Let's see who got it. And the winner is Chris from Record Talk. Congratulations, Chris. Got yourself some punk and hardcore records, my friend. Now let me show you guys what the prizes were. Show Chris what he won. And then we'll get into some cheap heat. I should have showed these first. But won this Morrow record, Pacifier, Colombian hardcore punk, really good stuff. Red Dons, Canadian punk rock, kind of like that 70s style, a little bit of post-punk in there, really good stuff. Some Portland noisy street punk, crusty stuff, Dog Soldier, Motherfucker, great record. And a little bit of Japanese hardcore. We all know I love my Japanese hardcore. He won DSB's Weight Trembling, Radical Punk's Attack. I'll throw in some couple other goodies in there. And yeah, Chris, congratulations. Now let's move on to the rest of the video. And we're gonna do our Friday drinking music. I'm drinking Founders All Day Vacay Session Wheat Ale. It's good. Light beer, nice for a nice day. Now that we got the contest entry, the contest winner out of the way, let's get into the Friday drinking music. So what we're listening to right now, if you can hear it in the background, I never know if you can hear these things in the background. Lecherous Gaze, On the Skids, and this is a good kind of rock and roll with a touch of punkiness in there, a little bit, but a little bit of just hard rocking stuff. See what these guys are all about. Can of 211, some cigarettes, whiskey. But yeah, good rocking music on TP Records. This one you can find for, I want to say cheap Heat's less than $10, but this one you could find for around $5-6, easy, all day. Very good record, excellent stuff. Really cool artwork on this one too. Really cool, like psyched out kind of skate rock artwork. Really good shit. Check out Lecherous Gaze if you get a chance. I'm gonna do a bunch of needle drops on this too, so this might be a little bit of a long video. Next up, got DS13. This one you can find this for $10 or less all day. DS13, early 2000s, like thrashy punk stuff, thrashy punk hardcore. This one's on super clear vinyl, and the clear vinyl one I still got it for, I think I spent, yeah, the price stickers on there, $8. So really good. If you can get good thrashy skate punk, this is from the early 2000s, for $8, $7. I've seen this go for less. I've seen it go for $6 or $7. But yeah, Havoc Records. Pro tip, Havoc Records. You can find a lot of really good records for real cheap on Havoc Records. Havoc Records in the early 2000s, they always pressed the crap out of their records. And there are always a ton of them floating around. Also want to thank Havoc Records for re-releasing all the Discharge 7 inches and the 2 full lengths and keeping them in press. Keeping them real cheap, keeping them so everybody can get them. Discharge is a must, and Havoc Records is pretty much responsible for them being as available as they are. This came with the lyric sheet. Sick puss head artwork on here. Yeah, DS13, solid cheap Heat. I'm gonna throw a song on while I grab the next record. I was gonna put a certain song on for this DS13 record, but I can't see the lines in the record because it's clear vinyl. So you're getting it from the beginning. DS13, baby. Wicked, fast, hardcore stuff. I saw these guys live in the early 2000s, and it blew my mind. Fell in love right off the bat. Another one that you can get all day, more fast, hardcore stuff. This is from the Albany, New York area. But and the one guy, Nate, who put this out, Devoid of Faith. And this is a repress of their one. They have a 10-inch, their self-titled 10-inch. But this is a repress on vinyl. And I've got this fancy purplish gray color. It just looks gray here, but it looks purplish in person. Sick labels. And this was on Double Decker Records. Yeah, this is from Double Decker Records, that huge record store in Allentown, PA, and I guess they released this. Came with a sweet booklet. This is a really nice, like layout for this. And this record still cheap as hell. I think you can still get it for $5 or $6. And for some reason, this particular pressing right here, maybe it's the artwork and stuff, but this particular pressing you can get for cheap. You can get the other pressing as well for pretty cheap, but all day $10. And this is also more fast, hardcore. Some people may be put off by vocals on this one. This one's got like that kind of Cookie Monster style vocal. I'm gonna say fuck it, and I'm gonna needle drop all these. But this has like that Cookie Monster style vocal that people don't like for some reason, but I think this is great. Great record. Like I said, fast hardcore. Let's do another fast hardcore needle drop. All right, I'm just going to start at the beginning of all these records and let them play while I talk about the next one.
You don't know about it. You got this, son. Shoot it. Come on, lay it on in there. Come on, mean boy.
Another one.
Come on, mean boy. Shoot it. Shoot the dog. Shoot the
Ooh,
dog.
disturbing beginning. Like that. Next up, Born Dead. More Portland crusty hardcore. Portland is a hotbed for that crusty hardcore punk stuff. Real noisy. A lot of D-beat going on. Cool artwork. This is also another one. Prank Records. You can usually find Prank Records. For some reason, a lot of Prank Records, they're just cheap. I guess they're another one where they put out enough in the early 2000s. Beginning of this song is sick. Where they must have put out enough records where people got it. Everybody who wants them has them, I guess. But this is cheap all day. Like I said, get this under $10. Black vinyl. And yeah, not too much to say about this. Like I said, it's that crusty D-beat sound that you get out of that Portland area a lot. And these guys do it really well. Super. Would have liked to see these guys live because they're fast and cool. Another one with a sweet booklet. Punk Records seem to do it pretty good. The thing with the songs in the middle there. All the lyrics and stuff in this booklet. Yeah, sick stuff, man. And this one's great. This, back to this Devoid of Faith. You hear all that good, kind of like metallic hardcore breakdowns, but keeping it fast thrash and a little bit of punk in there. Devoid of Faith comes with a very high recommendation from the Cheapskate. I love Devoid of Faith, and I think that they're a completely underrated band. What do you think? All right, now that we got an idea for that one, let's pop on that Born Dead. And you can get a little idea of what that's all about. And after that, we got another one with members from Portland. All right, so Born Dead, like I said, crusty kind of D-beat. Another 45. I'm just going to start from number 1 as usual. We'll start with number 1. Go from there. See, already starting out with the noise. I hope you guys can hear this. I don't know if you can or not. Born Dead. See, like that DB, total Discharge workshop stuff. Which I'm kind of a sucker for, not gonna lie. Alright, the next record. And this is their cheapest one by far. This band's cheapest record. This is another one by on Havoc Records. Like I said, cheap stuff on Havoc Records you can get all day. But this is Severed Head of State Power Hazard EP. Their other records can get a little bit pricier. They're not pricey by any means, but they're a little more expensive than this one. This isn't their best output, I don't think. It's good. It's still really good. But it's not their best output. Came with this lyric sheet here. But Severed Head of State started out as a project with the dude Todd from Tragedy and more Portland stuff. Another noisy, kind of DB band. This is kind of like Tragedy, but a little harsher. It's a lot harsher, a little more noise. Very well put together songs on this one. And Severed Head of State is one of my favorites. One you should definitely check out if you like this kind of music that we're listening to here. I would venture to say that this band is very influenced by this band. Finish out this song and swap it. Like right now. Alright, so let's just swap it out. Severed Head of State, Power Hazard. Some cool bass stuff going on in this one. Cool bass lines in that. Excuse me. Y'all getting a close-up of my scalp and my messy hair. We're going to start on side B. But at the beginning of side B. Like I said, I don't feel like reading through the songs, figuring out which ones are my favorite. Just going to go with it. Say more DB, crusty sounds. But this is dirt cheap. Very good. Next up, I didn't pick all super crusty punk rock stuff. I picked some straight up great punk rock stuff here. Power from Australia. This is really good. Really, really good stuff. Really inspired by like bands like Colored Balls and Rose Tattoo, and a lot of Stooges influence in here, but also mixed with some like noisy, kind of hardcore stuff, and a little bit of psych rock in there too. But yeah, Power, Electric Glitter Boogie, excellent stuff. I don't know why this is so cheap and nobody's looking for it. Great record. Like I said, really gives me like a lot of that Stooges early Detroit feel, but also some of that like pub rocky glammy feel of like early like 70s like pub rock from Australia. It's just, this is really good and really underrated in my opinion. And this, I bought this record like a year ago for like $8, and I don't think it's gone up very much. So you can get this for $10 or less really easy, and I really suggest you check this out. Ryan Kidd, I think you'd like it. John, Bip Bam Boom, I think you would like it. Check this record out if you get a chance. Power. Alright, I'm not going to get too into this. I'll take this off. Alright, next up. Power. I know I'm ruining the grooves by changing all these, but I'm giving everybody a sample. A little sample, and then you decide if you want to look it up or not. But yeah, all these, like I said, you could probably find all of these right now for less than $10. Here we go. This one's a little different. We'll just go with the song Electric Glitter Boogie. Ooh, wrong speed. Let's start that. Let's try that again. Power. Look at these guys. These don't look like some dudes you want to party with. Sick jacket. But yeah, I see like that driving kind of hard rock feel, but with garagey punk stuff going on underneath. Very good. I'm one beer down already in this video. That thing goes down way too easy. Let's stick with the punky stuff. Here's another one. Brain F. Rough Sleep. Sleep Rough. Yeah, Sleep Rough. Brain F. Sleep Rough LP. This one's on Sorry State. I think it's an earlier Sorry State release. But Sorry State and Grave Mistake Records did I guess it's a co-release by two of the best punk and hardcore labels in the United States right now. But yeah, Sorry State, Grave Mistake, both decided this was good enough for them to put out. This band, you can get this for a couple bucks, like $3. You can probably find this record, but really good, female fronted, kind of garagey, like noisy, just punk rock, straightforward, just good. It's just really good. Maybe if I remember correctly, I haven't listened to this in a long time, but there's a little bit of like a psychedelic feel to this, a little bit. Very good though, and really cool. Just good guitar work, straightforward. Just good. Just like it's something you can put on and listen to. And like I said, I don't understand why this is so cheap. I guess it just kind of got like lost in the shuffle. But really good. I think I only spent a couple bucks on this. I know that. I know I didn't spend a lot. Cool blue vinyl. I forgot this was on colored vinyl. It's been so long since I've listened to it. Alright, let's move on to another song real quick. Let's go with one of the shorter ones where they get a little more punk rock for Power. And they also have a 7-inch out, this band Power. This is the end of a song, but that's all right. But Power also has a 7-inch out that's excellent. They've got a couple records. I'm surprised that they aren't more well known. See, like a little more hardcore punk in here, but they do the little wanky guitar stuff. Yeah, good stuff. Alright. So Brain F, we'll put this on next. So I got, dang, 4 more records to do. Then we'll call it quits. So let's pick up the speed. I'm already at 25 minutes. Maybe I'll cut it off. Maybe I'll cut it off after Brain F. Yeah, there you go. This is going back on after all you guys leave. Power. Electric Glitter Boogie. Find this. Excellent record. Brain F. Sleep Rough. Where's the number? What speed am I putting this on? Try it at 33 and see what happens. That sounds about right. Nah, we'll keep going. I'm just going to power through it. You guys are getting a long video today. Now we're going to move into a couple Japanese hardcore. Well, we'll do Canada. We'll do one more. We'll do one more with the Canadian band Born Dead Icons. Now this band fucking rules. Sorry, this blasted me out right now. This is some fucking motor-charged, crusty, apocalyptic punk rock stuff. This is my favorite album by them. But Born Dead Icons records, you can find all of them for probably $10 or less, I think. And really, like, this is just excellent. It's just so well done. They only have 3 albums and a slew of 7 inches. This is one where I was a completist and I bought all their stuff because it's all really good. And anything that I found out, the only other thing I found out that they've done is a band called Complications. And I collected that. I've started buying their records too now because it's very similar to this. But very good. Very, very good. Like I said, a lot of Motorhead influence. A little bit of the Discharger. It's like Motorhead and Amoebics mixed, kind of. But more on the Motorhead, like, kind of D-beat tip. And the drummer in this band is like D-beat metronome. Like, solid. Solid as hell. So, we'll listen to this one next. I'll let this song play out and then we'll pop this bad boy on. It's a little surf rockiness going on in this one. Like I said, I haven't listened to this in a long time, and I'm really happy that it's on right now. So this seems like something that a lot of the guys that hop on the Doctor and the Kid live stream would like. Doctor and the Kid live stream is tomorrow night, by the way. They're doing another one. I'm gonna try and jump on, but I don't know. We'll see. And this is the title track, Sleep Rough. This came out in 2010, so maybe that's another thing. Like, a lot of stuff like this kind of got brushed under the radar in 2010. Moving on now, we're going to put on some Born Dead Icons. Which, honestly, Born Dead Icons is one of my favorite bands, and they have been since early 2000s when I saw them live in Philadelphia. Cliff, you grew up in Philadelphia. I am almost positive that this is a... This is a 45. I'm almost positive. Well, we'll see. I'm going to go to number... We'll go to number 4 and see what we got. See if this works. All right, there we go. We'll see if this is the right speed. Might not be. Oh, it's the right speed. To the past. I've listened to this album so much I know the freaking words. Next up, got some Japanese hardcore. We'll finish off with the Japanese hardcore. I've got 3 Japanese hardcore bands to go through. So, Crude. This Crude Immortality is a comp of a bunch of their singles put together. Crude is a Japanese hardcore band that was active Actually, Crude just put out an album in 2019 or 2020, so very recently, so they might still be active, but this is a lot of their stuff from the late 90s, early 2000s, and it's a lot of their I think it's their singles and stuff. I'm not 100% sure, but this is a comp that collects a lot of really good material by this band, and it's very, very worthwhile. On Deranged Records, which I don't know if they're defunct or not, but Deranged puts out a lot of really good stuff, and a lot of their stuff seems to be pretty cheap. But yeah, Crude from Japan. They play the Burning Spirits style hardcore. Just very good. Excellent stuff. Oh, hell yeah. I love this album. This album, Work, by Born Dead Icons, my favorite. But this is Burning Spirit style, so it's got some wanky, the wanky 80s guitar style leads, thrash guitar style leads, but plays total heavy hardcore punk stuff. Crude rules. Funny thing about this record also is that I bought this from a high school friend from Discogs. I made the order on Discogs, and then I saw the dude's name on Discogs, his actual name, when he gave me his address, he gave me his actual name, and I was like, I know this freaking guy, and it was coming from the Philadelphia area. So I actually bought that from a friend of mine who I grew up with, which is pretty funny. One of the guys I used to go to shows with, I used to go watch shows with. Actually, a friend of mine's band wrote a song about him that I have over there. And that's another video I'm thinking about doing. I'm thinking about doing a video of my friends' bands and stuff that my friends have put out, because I have a lot of that, and I think it would be a fun one to do. But yeah, Born Dead Icons rules. Let's put on some Crude. Bringing down that slow plodding. That drum beat is sick. All right, Crude. Little Burning Spirits hardcore for y'all. We'll just start from number 1. We'll just start from the first side, number 1. Go from there. And as I said, all these records, less than $10. $10 or less, we'll say. See? All that guitar leading, straight first thing you hear. Hell yeah, dude. This is such a good record. I don't know why this is so cheap, but it is. So you should definitely own it. Another one, more Japanese hardcore stuff. I've showed this before, and I bought this for real cheap. Colored Rice Man. This is really cool, kind of experimental Japanese hardcore. It definitely has this, like the sound that this has, it's like that straight up Japanese hardcore sound that you get from a lot of these bands. But they incorporate saxophone and like weird time signatures and time changes and stuff. Really cool stuff. Kind of an underrated band in my opinion, but I think that might be because they only have a few records out. There's, god damn it, I always forget. It's on Bloodsucker Records, which is a classic Japanese hardcore. This is from 1988, and I believe there's members of other Japanese hardcore bands that are slipping my mind right now. If anybody knows, please put them in the comments, because I don't remember off the top of my head. But Colored Rice Men, really sick. Like I said, they've got horns and weird stuff going on. Just look at this artwork, is fucking weird right off the bat. So that might be part of it too. Like, it doesn't look like a traditional, like, Japanese hardcore style band's artwork, but really sick. There's their little label guy. Side. There's no insert or anything. Pretty sick. We'll put this on next. I'm gonna start it on this guy's side. All right. Next up, put this away. And after this, it's one more, and that's it. One more. I got 3 Japanese hardcore ones out of this one. This says 45. I don't remember if this is one of the ones that tricks me. But we're starting from the beginning. First song, Asphalt Death. There you go, there's the horns. This shit rips, dude. Last one. This is a bit darker, more slow, plodding, kind of mid-pace. Crusty punk rock stuff by another Japanese band, Age. Age were active late 2000s, early 2000s. I actually have their poster over here somewhere. You can't see it. It's one of the flyers. And my co-host's band and my old roommate's band played the show. So that's why it's up there. Friends of mine played the show. But Age, also another Japanese band from the early 2000s. For some reason, early 2000s, like, crusty punk stuff doesn't seem to catch a high price. I don't know why. This is sick. This is on Blackwater Records from Portland. The guys who did a lot of the Hellshock stuff, if you know that. But Age, dark, melodic, hardcore, punk, crusty stuff. There's the guys in the band. But this is also very good, especially if you like stuff by like Amebix and stuff like that. Him with a sweet insert. It's got the English and the Japanese stuff on the back. We'll call it a day after that. And then that's it. I'll leave you guys with Age. I'll let you guys listen through a song, and I'm gonna go grab another beer while you hang out with Age. Another 45 RPM one. And we'll just start with the beginning. We'll start on the second side. We'll start on side 2. If I remember correctly, there's a long intro on the first side anyway, so you don't want to sit through that. But yeah. Again, I want to thank everybody who came in and did the contest, put in a contest entry, took your time, made a video, hyped my channel. I appreciate it. I really do. And I want to just let everybody know I'm loving being on the VC. I've been doing this for probably about a year now, and it's been great. I've enjoyed every second of it. I feel like I'm making some connections with a couple guys, and really great stuff. Hope you all enjoyed the video. Buy some cheap punk rock. Enjoy your weekend. Cheers. Japanese hardcore fucking rules. Congratulations, Chris from Wreck It Talk. Oh yeah, one more thing. Chris, hit me up on my email or hit me up on Instagram. I think we're friends on Instagram. Instagram would probably be easier. So hit me up on Instagram, give me your address and stuff, and congratulations again.